my case, I consider a small factory because the capacity of I have of production and also the capacity that I have in my factory with the number of my employees. In terms about how many I have been in the factory as a small factory in the business as a small factory, we have a large presence in the market. We are based in Estelí, Nicaragua since 90. We are a small company with a strong base.
Excellent. Skip?
So, the way I kind of look at it is, there's this spectrum of size that goes from, and there's chinchaos in Esteli that have one pair, right? It's a guy and his wife who, after getting off of work at night, will make cigars in their home, all the way up to factories like Drew Estate. So one pair can generally make about 300, 400 cigars a day, about 2,000 cigars a week. So, you've got factories that make 150, 180,000 cigars a day, like Drew Estate, or AJ, I think is up to about 120,000 cigars a day. So, they have 3,000 employees, for example, right? So for me, I think the break between small, medium, large, and extra large, when you're less than 25 or 30, when you're less than 20 pairs, which would be about 20 pairs would be about 50,000 cigars a week. That's what I think is kind of the small side of the handcrafted, hand rolled cigar business. So that's about 2 million, 3 million cigars a year. Under that level, you're still fairly small. When you get above 3 million to about 7 million, I would say you're medium. There's a lot of factories that fall in that range. Even factories like Padron are probably somewhere between the 7 and 8 million. Companies like La Flor Dominicana are probably in the 4 to 5 million range. So they're kind of the medium companies. And then you have really kind of the large factories that are between 10 and 15 million. That would be cigar factories like Aganorsa, factories like Plasencia, which I assume is in that range. And then you would have the extra large factories like Drew Estate, like AJ Fernandez, like Scandinavia Tobacco, which may actually be in the medium range now. But regardless of the size of the factory, which really is determined by kind of how many pairs they have, there's factories that grow tobacco. For example, Karen is fairly small, but like she said, she has a lot of employees and she has a lot of capacity. So, and they grow their own tobacco right there in Esteli, some of their filler tobacco, right? So they're a smaller organization that grows their own tobacco. And then you have really big organizations like Scandinavia that don't necessarily, most of the super majority of tobacco they grow aren't on their own farms. So there's a lot of different variables in terms of the size of the overall organization from the farm to sales. But if you're talking about just factories specifically, us at 12 pairs, we make about 25,000 cigars a week, about 1.2 million cigars a year. I would say we're on the large, kind of in the middle of the small factories.